Welcome. If you're watching this, you're either existing TC4 team member or just joined the team. So welcome to TC4. My name is Creed Ford, one of the co-founders here with Tony Ciola. We're going to walk you through a little bit about kind of where we came from, a little bit about TC4, and some of our core values. I started my jaunt in the restaurant industry probably when I was about 8 or 9 years old. My dad was one of the first managers at Chili's. And like I've told this story 1,000 times, I pretty much grew up sleeping in a Chili's booth.
My name's Tony Ciola. I'm the co-founder of TC4 Co Hospitality along with Creed Ford IV. So my family's been in the restaurant business since 1949 with my great uncle's first restaurant, Ciola's, in Virginia Beach. Found myself in the restaurant business working at my family's restaurant in Lakeway. While there, I was fortunately enough to meet Creed and his family, and they kind of opened the business up to me. I went and worked at Carino's in Austin, South Austin. Got to learn the corporate side of the restaurant business. Then a few years later, was able to team up with Creed and his team, who's been in the branding and IT and finance side of the business for a long time. I think since then, we've gone on to create some pretty remarkable things, and most importantly, a restaurateur-driven restaurant company.
As Tony said, the fact that we are, driven by the restaurant business, all our decisions are made through, a set of core values of being based on restaurant hospitality.
Creed and I have always dreamt of preserving the lost art of authentic, made from scratch food, service, and hospitality through the controls and training that a lot of corporations, which some people frown upon, at the end of the day do a very good job of.
When we're trying to combine the world of great structure and discipline along with hospitality, we knew and we understood that we'd have to get into defining and living by a set of core values that every single team member of TC4 lives and dies upon. Tony and I went on this exercise, and it was just him and I going through all the words that really define our hospitality and what makes our restaurants different. And we had these word banks, and they all kind of organized each other into about 5 different categories. And Tony had the great idea. He was sitting there looking at it. He goes, "Oh my gosh, look at it!" And the acronym GREAT came out of it. And what better way to define a great business by an acronym of GREAT?
G is gracious, R is ready, E is entrepreneurial, A is authentic, and T is timeless.
Every relationship that we have at TC4, whether it is with our team members, our customers, or our vendors, needs to be driven by kindness.
We're gracious with each other, with our vendors, with our customers, and for the opportunities that have presented themselves to us.
We're appreciative of what the brands that we have, the team that we have built, and also the neighborhoods that we service. Our customers are our lifeline, and so we're appreciative of them. Our team makes it happen, we're appreciative of them. So be gracious and be kind, and we'll all come together. R is for ready. Any situation you get into, you must be ready. Whether you're walking into a meeting with the vendor, whether you're walking up to a 13 top on a busy Friday night, you must be ready to accomplish great hospitality and prove our guests that you're ready to go.
At TC4, Creed and I are very hands-on. You don't have to wait weeks or months to get a decision made.
Our business changes every day, and we must have the ability to jump on opportunities or pivot to another business decision very quickly. And if you're ready and organized and efficient, you'll be ready to roll. Tony and I are both raised in family-run businesses. It is so important to have an ownership mentality, whether you're just now starting on your first day or you're the president of the company. You can always make a sound decision that if this was your business, and how would you like to run it?
By joining TC4, the opportunity to grow your career is huge. We are a mentorship-driven company. We are always training and developing people.
We mentor, we teach, and we learn. And that's a major part of an entrepreneurial, family-run business.
From our recipes, our steps of service, our music, our ambiance, everything we do is authentic.
We're not going to cut corners. We're not going to cheapen our product. We're not going to change our SKUs just so we can make operations easier or better. We're going to provide the best product out there. You know, once again, you'll hear this a lot. Tony and I were raised in family-run businesses, and that's how we're going to run TC4. And we'll never make decisions that will jeopardize the guest experience and how we treat our team members. We are inspired by the past. We are inspired by heritage. We try to stay away from trends. When Tony and I were creating these brands, we really thought about, let's go back in time and how it is. That will never go out of style. We're focused on traditions and not trends. We're not gonna go back and we're not gonna come up with a concept that's gonna be cool for 3 years. We're going back to time periods, those time periods that were so great with the league, Prohibition style, with Tony C's, going back to your family in 1949, like walking into Tony C's and being like, I kind of get the feeling of Virginia Beach back then.
Yeah, it's very important to us that, if and when the time comes that you should make the next step in your career, and it may not be with us, it may not be in the restaurant business, but if you have TC4 Co on your resume, that's important to us that your future's employers are impressed by that.
So thank y'all for the time today, and hopefully you learned a little bit about Tony and I. You learned a little bit about what makes up TC4, what makes up the foundation of our company, what makes us great. And we look forward to working together with you. I look forward to meeting you in the restaurant, and we look forward to growing this to one of the best major restaurant companies in the world.